Hey everybody, this is Merrick coming at you not live with another figure review. And we're getting into the season of Spooktober. And today I'm bringing you this horrifying specimen from Jurassic Park's past, ironically. So, this guy ironically came out during the summer, and I was surprised and happy because this was one of my favorite dinosaurs in the series because of just one, how creepy it is, and two, like seeing that we're getting a bunch of designs also from the video games, at least in like the Hammond collection. That's a good sign we're gonna get some like really cool and interesting figures in the future, I hope. So today I bring you from Jurassic Park the game, the Troodon Pectinodon as it's called. However, the thing about this figure is that it's not really a true representation of one of the Troodon from the Jurassic Park video game. Simply put, this is a very stylized design that sort of blends like real world Troodon fossils and mixing it with the Troodon from the game. Now, off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly like how they fully looked, but the Troodons in the game were very much smaller than this guy, and they had like more prominent red on their backs, as well as like more triangular heads in the front, like more sharper features, almost like a beak-like mouth, really. As you can see, though, these guys got like little feather remnants on their backs. Well, this one has feather remnants on its backs. It carries a reddish stripe down the back, more cream colored. It honestly looks a lot more orange on camera than it does in real life. It's very much cream colored in real life, at least to me. I guess it looks a little cream colored on camera, especially with all the lights. And you can see it sort of ends up here. Now, the biggest thing about the Troodon that was like well known in the game were those eyes, those milky white gray eyes, because they were almost practically blind. They were a sort of subterranean dweller dinosaur in a way, and they feared light. So the survivors in the game scared them off with flares and whatnot. But that's what makes them so freaking like creepy was their venomous bite, where they don't really hunt to, well, they hunt to kill, of course, but they don't really hunt to kill and eat on the spot. No, they would bite a victim like so, and then their venom would paralyze their victim, where they would drag them back to their nest and use them as essentially living dead host nest. The person who's poisoned would become brain dead, and they'd lay their eggs inside their abdomen. When the little hatchlings woke up, they'd eat their way out and have a feast for themselves right then and there on the spot. So, perfect example of a figure that should come out around this season and whatnot, but nope, came out during the summer. I don't know if the wave is still going on right now. You can probably still find them. Like, I know that a lot of stores always like stock weirdly, so you'll find stuff here and there every so often. But again, just going off of like my thoughts on the Hammond collection. Oh, yeah, he tends to fall over. I had him actually fall off of my shelf like a couple days ago. So that's just like the unfortunate aspect of what we're dealing with here sometimes. But yeah, like if you've seen like my review of the Raptor Ghost, or what was it? Yeah, I think his name was Ghost. You know that I already love I already love like the Hammond collections, like prime examples of being like a great dinosaur toy in general. Like you could do the raptor jumping pose. You could do all sorts of like cool movements with them, and it looks so natural. Like I'm very careful. I'm very selective of like which ones I get because I want to get like my favorite dinosaurs that are represented, but I also kind of want to get the ones that look really nice because I've seen like stuff like Beasts of the Mesozoic, which are more scientifically accurate, but I don't know. I like my cool like presentations from. I like the cool sort of like stylized presentations of stuff like Jurassic Park and Dino Crisis, sort of classic style, if you will. But I digress on that. Either way, the Troodon here is not a perfect representation of one from the video game. As I said before, it's too tall. I think that might be a case of them just reusing raptor parts and whatnot so that they can just, make it without having to make a whole new mold. But even so, I wouldn't say that this isn't a. I wouldn't say that this is like fully a mold reuse, considering that dinosaurs have like this. A lot of dinosaurs generally have like similar body structure in general. Whoops. But either way, like you can't really get them to do like their sort of like sneaking moment. You can get them in like a decent looking like, creepy like long thing pose, as long as you're not like dealing with like the rubber tail and whatnot. I really love the tail still for these things. They're so freaking good. I don't know, it's the bendy wire tail that feels really natural. It flows right into the body. Again, if you've seen my other review, you know how much I love these like dinosaur toys. This is a prime figure, even if it's not wholly accurate. It looks cool. It looks great. Like, I love that head. I love that. I love the eyes. I love the head sculpt. It's so cool to have this in my collection. And man, it's good to have this for like October and whatnot too. That's why I kind of was like, you know what? I'll wait to review this one because fuck yeah, it fits the season. But you got yourself a little poisonous dinosaur that ain't so little anymore. It's almost about the big size of a raptor. Well, this figure is about the size of a raptor and decent size for like a dinosaur toy. Again, like these Hammond collections are like really good. They're dream figures for me, like in terms of dinosaur toy. This is the worst part about him specifically. He just tends to fall over, and I'm not sure why exactly. I guess it's because like weird footing. Maybe the foot design is weird, or the soft rubber plastic. I'm not sure, but I get him standing most of the time pretty good. But I don't know. He just doesn't. Maybe he doesn't like this one doesn't like the table. But as I was saying though, like the Hammond collection figures are really good for a dinosaur fan. They're fucking expensive as shit though, but I think like Beasts of the Mesozoic are also fucking expensive, but again, it's all down to he keeps falling over. He does not want to cooperate today. I guess he doesn't like either because it's October and this whole fucking setup is haunted, or he's not liking the fact that I'm dissing the price points. But facts is facts. For maybe like $10 or $11, you get like decent tiny little dinosaur action figure. Like minus the like hidden deep lore of this type of dinosaur from Jurassic Park. But as I said, these Hammond collections are like really good. They nail that like dream dinosaur toy vibe for me with like super articulation that looks nice and hidden. It doesn't look like the figure has like seams or anything like that. Oh, it's so good. And again, despite it not being wholly accurate, and I hope they don't pull like the whole bait and switch where it's like, oh yeah, like we'll release like a fully accurate one later down the line, which I will admit I will buy the fully accurate one and have these two or something like that. Do like a whole Dilophosaur thing where, apparently in Jurassic Park they were smaller, but they're actually like huge dinosaurs. But I really gotta say, this figure is so fucking worth it. If you can find him, grab him for your collection. He makes a really good piece, especially for like horror collectors and whatnot, because these dinosaurs do be fucking scary in the game with their little click-clack roars and their poisonous bite. It's another somewhat bad thing maybe is like the flappy jowl mouth on the bottom there, but if you're really talk about looking a gift horse in the mouth, don't look a gift dinosaur in the mouth, I guess, with that one. He looks fine from like the side, but that's my whole thing. Just a little mini rant here. sometimes people get like way too crazy over like, oh, the mouth is like a little weird on this. It's like, yeah, because it's a part of the body that's always like weird to do, especially when it's like, a dinosaur open. Like they don't really do like trap jaws, like it's natural. Like, when you have like a real thing, it's natural movement, and you can't really capture that too well. So it's not going to look good in the mouth. But if you're really like focusing in on that, you're missing like the larger picture of this figure just being nice and being an awesome little dinosaur, a scary, awesome little dinosaur. But I have maybe one or two more Spooktober themed action figure reviews coming in soon. This is a little quickie, but thank you guys for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed. Merrick out. Peace. And if you ever see these guys, run. Don't let them bite you. Merrick out.